Your capture my mission. It has started.
Yes.
So,
Well done, sir.
well done.
The first question that will ask you, David, do you come from a lot of money, like a background? Were you born into a rich family?
No, I wasn't born with a silver spoon. I started from spoon buying. Like I told people, my father, the money didn't acquire 12 by 12 plot land in his community. There's no how. I say with you, I know how many land I've been able to acquire, but I can confirm that 2 by 12 on it. Not on it. I can attest that so many of my boys who are building today are building in my land because I needed to get those land because my father never get those land for himself. So I decided to buy so many land. And I know how many I've set out. And I know how many that I'm still having now. There's some land in this community that people are offering millions of land, but I said I'm not going to pay. I wasn't born with silver spoon. So time I see it as an opportunity to me because I lost my parents on a very early age. Like my dad, I lost my dad when I was 3 years. I said, I don't even know my dad. So I lost my mom when I was 7 years old. And 7 years we are still small. Yes. 7 to 8 years I was small as something. So I'm telling God thank you because God knows the reason why it happened that way. Because if I have parents, I would depend on my parents. But today I'm doing fine because I never met them. So I started struggling. I tell people that I go into business when I was 13 years old. So I was into business at the age of 13. That was 2003. So today I'm doing well about business because I have so many ideas when it comes to business. So anybody who is coming to work with me, I have an idea concerning what he's trying to do when it comes to business.
So what was the first business that you went into?
My first business as of 2003, I was serving my brother in a provision store. So after then, that 2003, I served my brother 2003, 2004, 2005. As of 2006, I started business on my own to a provision store. I will shock you that I started that business of provision store with a sum of 4,000. That was 2006. So proceeded that 2006. After some time, that 2006, 2007, 2008. So since I could not manage the business, business get lost. So I traveled to Lagos 2008 and then came back 2009. 2009, I have to go back to school. My secondary school that I left to Lagos. I have to further my SS2 to my SS8 in 2010. So I decided to go into this cocoa plant in that 2011. So that 2011, after that 2011 to 2013, I started blocking cocoa 2013. And I started a boutique business. Boutique business helped me to know so many politicians because I was a contracted printing of T-shirts for flag of campaign of Dr. Eloke, called 2014. I started that boutique business 2013. And it gave me printing of T-shirt of PDP of his campaign when he was contesting as the State House Assembly member 2014. So that's when I get to know so many politicians. So I run that 2014, 2013, 2014, 2015. I was into that boutique business. And I switched off from that boutique business to cocoa business 2016. Which I'm still into that cocoa business till date.
So since 2016, you have been into cocoa buying.
Yeah, I've been into cocoa buying in 2016.
So what is that thing that kept you in the business that never made you to give up so easily, and you continued until today?
Okay. When I came into cocoa business as of 2016, 2017, a friend of mine, Monday Pius, we have some challenge. We were achieving word in our association, people association, which is CAN. And they say that, why are you making us? Have you seen any amateur boy or amateur man who have been consistently in cocoa business? We will still run and leave this business. But at a point of time, 2017, I was about to leave the business. But when I come across that wall,
you remember this?
I remember the statement. I say, no, I can't leave this business. industry, it will be like what the guy you has actually affected.
Wow.
So if you affect me, to affect the whole
Everybody.
community, to affect everybody.
Okay.
I have to stand firm and do the business. But today, I was shocked. Come 2024, that was the month of March. He came and paid me a visit and said, I am encouraging myself when it comes to cocoa business, when I see you aspiring in business. So I decided to put more effort.
Wow.
I want to come and buy you a bottle of champagne for the energy you are putting in cocoa business.
Wow.
So I'm copying from you now to
Wow.
put more energy. So I was very happy about that
Wow.
use. I want to come and buy you to encourage you to do more because I'm copying from you now.
That means you have tried so many businesses when you were still young until today, and now
Yes,
you are now into cocoa business. And
yes. I've said kerosene, I've said palm oil, I've said provision store, I've said boutique. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I bought plantain.
Wow.
I don't understand.
Wow.
I didn't born with silver spoon. I started from.
So that means anybody in this life can decide to can make it if he's steady and is.
If I can make it, who else will not make it?
Wow.
If I can make it, who else will not make it? Me, I was somebody who concluded in life that I cannot make it again. I feel that I was so frustrated because I believe that I cannot make it in life. But today, I believe that I'm the breadwinner of my family. I am the breadwinner of everybody.
That's a good one.
So to the entire community.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
So if there should be any advice to give to the younger generation that are watching us right now, what would that advice be that should keep them believing that they can make it one day? So what could that advice be?
Like sometimes at the UK and pay me visit or maybe stay around me, what I advise them is that be focused over what you are doing.
Okay.
Be focused. Consistency over what you are doing. Be focused and do that same thing you are doing. And expect changes by the next day.
Okay.
Okay, let me give you a short story about my life. Far back 2002 and 1. Do you know this cassava shell? Where the feet are out from Ghana? Yeah, that cassava shell, that garlic shell.
Yes.
I used to pound it and use it for food, to produce garlic. You know when you do it to be very black now?
Yes.
I do it, and that was what I was feeding through. I do understand. But I keep on believing that, yeah, my story will be changed one day. I don't believe in native doctor.
Okay.
I believe that, yes, God, Bible says God blesses the works of our hands.
Okay.
I do understand. He said will prosper you. When you read Psalm 1, verse 3, he said you shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth first fruit in every season,
Okay.
and your leaf never wither. So that is what I believe. That's my paramount Bible quotation.
Okay.
And I so go further by believing Bible in the that 2 Chronicles chapter 7 verse 14. He said, if my people which are called by my name, they will humble themselves and turn away from that wicked way, will I hear from heaven, I will forgive their sin. And he go further and say, whatsoever they do, they shall prosper.
Okay.
So that's what I believe. So I don't believe in native doctor. I don't believe that people make well through ritualists. What I believe is that what you hustle, what you put into. Okay, let me tell you. You know where I'm passing to, where I am farming today.
Okay.
When one boy met me there, and say, "But why are you coming to farm now? You are bigger than this." And I said, "No, it is the rightful time I have to do it. Although I know that family, I'm not going to farm again. I decided I have to do it today." Because well, I want to do it to encourage the next youth that if me I can go to farm, they can still go to farm.
Okay.
Because I know what I have for today, but I'm still going to farm. I'm sitting in my shop doing my businesses. Some of them, if you give them this opportunity, they will not do. That's why you see me continue growing every blessed year. Because I don't give up. I don't feel that I over have, I cannot do that again. I understand. So I have dreams that yes, I have to hustle. What you do brings something for you. Just what the scripture says now. It says a little sleep, a little slumber,
Okay.
a little folding of hand, poverty.
Okay.
So what I believe in myself is that I have to do something to get something. You must do something to get something.
Wow.
I understand.
Wow.
So what I believe is that, okay, now, I have so many business I'm running now. When I close from here, I will go to my hotel.
Okay.
Even if I don't sell, I will secure.
Okay.
But even if I go there are much customers, I will sell.
Mm-hmm.
I will serve there as worker.
Okay.
I will say they will not even believe that yes, I'm the CEO of this very hotel.
Okay.
I will say some of them came there, some of my guests came there until they go. They will not know that I'm the owner of the hotel. Like one day I went there to one of my guests, I told the guest, I said, please, so I want to, when I was locking, they said, why are you locking the door like this? Can you not follow instructions? I said, please, I beg, I'm sorry, I beg. So I said, please, I want to change you the room. I heard that you are a pastor, so I'm not comfortable with this room because people will be making use of this entrance. So I needed to give it a separate room that people will not disturb you. He said, so you cannot wait me to come outside, you are coming to me. I said, no, in a hotel like this, essentially come to no hotel and ask how you doing or if you needed anything. So the man chanced at me. I think we don't believe it. Sorry, sir. I was apologizing. I give apology. I didn't apologize. Say, sir, please, I'm sorry. So I left. The man learned there about 2-3 days. When he now met my manager, I say, who is the owner of this hotel? He say, I say, this young man say, it's the one that was shouting in my room. It was a worker. He said, no, that is the CEO of this hotel. He said, so gentle and calm. Yes. Bible say he exalted the humble. But that is one thing the youth does not understand. A room was not built in one day. What I tell my younger ones is that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. I was somebody who was borrowing money to buy a motorcycle. But today I can buy 100, I can buy 200, I can buy 500 without even asking the next person to borrow me money to buy the motorcycle. I can buy mini cars without asking the next person to borrow me money and complete. I know when I bought my first car, somebody supported me to buy the first car. I bought my first car at the age of 25. I built my first car at the age of 12. Sorry, 22. 2002, I was 22 years old. That's when I built my first house. So that is like gradually, not something you enjoy.
That's a very wonderful advice.
Gradually.
Very wonderful advice.
Okay, I called my boys one day. I told them that Jesus God gave money. When he saw that your heart can handle 20 million. Okay, I started from 5 million. I said, if God see that you can handle 1 million, give you 1 million. If God see that you can handle 2 million, give you 2 million. If you see you can handle 5 million, give you 20, give you 50, give you 100, give you 200, give you 500, up to 1 billion naira. He assess your heart. God knows our heart. Look at what the scripture say. He said, the destiny of a man lie in the hands of God, but the devil knows it. He can delay it, but he can never change it. I see people, cases like Michael Jagan who sang, go. He sang that song. This is the manifestation of that song came at the age of, at 40 years. He was 80 something old now when that manifestation came now. A song he sang when he was about 40 years old. He now manifest at the age of 46. So the devil was holding it, but he can delay, but he cannot change it. The manifestation came after 40 years.
Wow.
That is the truth about it. So you can, that's why I tell some people, when they became angry, when they saw people who are making prosperity, don't be angry. Your turn is coming. I never believe it too. Let me tell you that in all my friends, I was the poorest person. Wow. So people can say, Oshimole is a ritual, Oshimole is this. No. Oshimole is not a ritualist. After I believe, I've never stepped my feet in a tea bottle into acquire wealth. While I believe that God will bless it was on my hand. I keep on wishing. When they are sleeping, I woke up. Sometimes I woke up 5 o'clock. I pray. After I pray, I put my businesses in order. I have to go to my shop. After I close from my shop, I have to go to here. That's what I believe.
Wow.
So anybody tell you going to doing your work, you can make you know you're just wasting your time. We know what we can get while we are running our businesses. So we don't believe in anything more than that.
That was a very good one, sir. Thank you for your time. I mean that we are going to visit you some other time again for another wonderful advice.
Okay.
So we appreciate you, sir, for this day.
Okay, what I would tell you is 2026.
Okay.
If you have made mistake in 2026, plan yourself well in 2027. Draw a calendar for yourself.
Okay.
Some people go to farm, they say they are farmers. They go to farm one day. You try that way, they cannot make it. No, you cannot make it. You are just deceiving yourself.
Okay.
You are not focused. What you make you to succeed in life is to be focused.
Wow.
You can attend now. If you see me don't see the machine, know that I travel now.
Okay.
Maybe I travel for business. Because I cannot travel when it is not business.
Okay.
You see me taking my vehicle, I'm going outside. I am going out for business. I don't waste my time. I make use of my time. Since ever I discovered that time is money, I make use of my time. And let me advise everybody. Because some people say, the reason why I cannot make it now, my parents did not send me to secular school. It's a lie. Education does not determine your success.
Okay.
Because I never went to secular school. My higher level of education is just SSC. I understand. I only have SSC. I have handshake with the deputy governor. I have handshake with the governor. Actually, we also, you know,
Wow. Wow.
as already member have paid me ABC, assembly member have paid me, and now new commissioner have paid me ABC.
So you are saying that to make it in life does not determine whether you are a graduate or not.
Because that was some people give as excuses. My father never trained me for school, that's why I never make it in life. It's a very big lie. I don't understand.
Wow.
Let me tell you, none of my parents will pay 1 naira when it comes to my education. From my primary 3, I started hustling to see I can pay my exam practice for primary 3, my how do they call it, handwork from my primary 3. So I started hustling from there. Even my secondary school from just one, I paid my school fee by myself through my small hustling. So when I see that, yes, since I cannot go to higher institution while running business, I will let me for that doing my business. I do my business. So I'm still hoping that one day I will return back to school. And I will do very well when I return back to school. But I will go to school as a people. I have my car here, I can go to school with my car. I can rent better apartment for myself. I can rent a full flat for myself while being in school. If I cannot buy, because if I decided to buy, I will buy a full flat while staying there going to school. Or if I don't want to buy, I can rent a full flat while staying there going to school.
Thank you very much.
My fact, everybody has that. You can see there is still more time for yourself. Even at the age of 50, 60, you can still make it.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.